Hello everyone and welcome to another How to RA2 Robot Arena 2 tutorial, where today we're going to be talking about how to build undercutter horizontal spinners like Valkyrie and PP3D. Alright, so I've got a crappy little body here for an undercutter. We're going to start off by grabbing a Z-Tech, hit that one, let's raise it up 2 notches, 1, 2, and let's put it right there. I don't think I aligned that perfectly, but whatever. So, before anything else, we gotta get the very important balance caster. The biggest thing when you're building an undercutter, you need to make sure nothing that is attached to the motor, no part that spins, is touching the ground. I'll show you why specifically with Valkyrie later, but we're gonna do this bot right now first. So I'm gonna grab this 10 centimeter balance caster. There's 10, 15, 20, and 25 centimeter increments for this component. Go ahead and give it a slight rotate, and we'll chuck it right there. So that attached to the bottom of the chassis is going to help make everything nice and balanced, as you can see. Why that piece is there as opposed to anything else? Well, it's not attached to the weapon motor, therefore it's not going to be moving. Let's go ahead and build the rest of the weapon. So, using component freedom, I can attach the disc to the bottom there of the HP Z-Tech, and of course it's still going to spin. Let's get ourselves some axe heads really quick. Give you a moment to wire this mofo. I should have probably done this before hitting record, but you know, things happen. So here is our little undercutter robot here, and I'm gonna hit spin on the weapon. Now maybe I should have used the HP Z-Tech to show you this at a faster speed, but the reason that little balance caster is so important is because none of those moving parts are hitting the ground. And simply put, if the weapon was hitting the ground, if it was clipping it in any which way, it's just not going to spin as fast. Simple as that. That's why that little piece is so important. No matter how you build your undercutter. But someone like Valkyrie here, who you've seen in BattleBots predictions, probably seen only in BattleBots predictions so far, has this T-connector that is connected onto that weapon motor for whatever reason. You can also see there is a balance caster here, but the T-connector goes lower than it. And when we bring Valkyrie into the test arena, I'm gonna get the weapon spinning. You can already see it's causing the bot to spin a little bit. But now let's say I'm driving at a bot and then I try to turn. It's just less responsive. So let me get a good run up here. I'm gonna go straight, and then when I get halfway, I'm gonna hit right. So right. Took a while to respond, you see that? When I said right is when I hit the button, and he didn't go for another good 5-10 feet or something like that before he finally started to turn. Quick theory debunker. Obviously Valkyrie's weapon was spinning faster than the test bot I made because it's using an HP Z-Tech attached to a DDT burst motor, so it gets that extra little boost. I was just crappily throwing something together. Don't get on my ass. I think the other crucial thing when you're making an undercutter is that there may be a tendency to take your weapon's teeth and maybe angle it up a little bit. So right now, that X head you see there is pretty level. But if I were to think I need to do that with my teeth, I don't think it works as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm really struggling to think if there's anything else to tell you about building undercutters. I think it's just as simple as making sure no moving parts are touching the ground and keep the teeth at a good angle. That's honestly all I can think of. In terms of like a strategy of building undercutters, I guess whatever you're using for your weapon in the front, make sure there's as much of it sticking out as possible. So like Valkyrie's got the small little point bend here so that there's more of the disc sticking out that could hit a bot. PP3D, for example, is not as good. Look how there's less of that blade sticking out, but also there's some vital wheels in the way there that could be hit. A quick T shape is probably the best thing for an undercutter. Even mine here could be, the front could be extended a little bit so that these wheels are not so close. If you sidestep the weapon, if the bot's here and they sidestep, boom, got to the wheel. But you see how much of my weapon is sticking out. And a bigger disc would be a little bit better too. Nice big weapon in the front. Yeah, make sure it's invertible. That's always a thing you should be doing. But yeah, hopefully there was helpful information, even though there wasn't a lot of information in this video. I don't know. I'm not thinking this video is going to go well. I might not even put it out. We'll see once I do the editing and the playback. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Suggestions below for anything else you want me to try and teach you guys about. And see you next time.
world. It's nice to meet you.
Wait a minute.